Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Knoxville, Tennessee. Face-off coming in Tennessee zone. Frazier to face off against number 91, Duncan Stewart. If you're wondering what you missed, it was a wide open goal from Bobby Scharfstein, the junior from Chicago, Illinois. Took it down the ice, snuck it past Patrick Green, top right corner. Fairfield leads so far in this game. Shots on goal in favor of Tennessee, though. Right now, the Volunteers, that offense is rolling, just have not been able to get anything really in the back of the net. As Fairfield so far now moving, nice move in front. Oh, Duncan Stewart tried to put it through the legs, could not sneak it past Patrick Green.
Duncan Stewart, another option for the Stags that I think could play a key factor in this. He scored a hat trick in their game against Delaware. Definitely an offensive threat.
Duncan Stewart bringing it back for the Fairfield Stags. He'll bump it up in front of Brendan Burke. Patrick Green dumps it out for Ani. Kelly on the ice now. You got a little bit of height out there for the Volunteers with Kelly back there. Hopefully that will help out defensively. There's a shot blocked away by Patrick Green. Good save. As the Stags now waking up a little bit on the offensive side of things. We've seen them make their way down the ice a couple of times. Kelly back over to Stober. Kyle Stober tries to get up in front to Spranklin as Isles will chase this one down, but it's picked up by Nate Patch for Fairfield. Patch still with it. Loses it. Oh, Patch absolutely lays out number 6 on the Volunteers. Carter Trussler took a shot, and you know Trussler, he's 6'4". It's the fact that he went down, that must have been a huge hit right in front of the Stags bench.
Not easy to topple him. That'll set the tone for sure.
So things picking up a little bit now. Stags with it now. They'll knock it back over, and Patrick Green will scoop that one up with his glove. So, Dale, Tennessee, they were dominating early on as far as shots go. The offense was looking pretty clean, but Fairfield, since then, they've put one in the back of the net, and they've also started to get that offense clicking.
Yeah, you know, the Stags are definitely settling into this game. We mentioned earlier, of course, the cameras were off. The Stags have scored at least twice in every single one of their 11 games so far this season, and 7 of those they have scored 4 or more. So this is an offensive team that puts the pressure on, and they do not stop.
Stags with it in the back of Tennessee zone. Puck in front into Hurlburt. Intercepted, though. Up top by Chase McKenna, and now the Vols will get it back. Cooper on the ice now for the Vols. Now Cooper, when he's on the ice, things are a bit more smoother in the back as far as the defensive things go. As he's going to take this one all the way down himself, still skating with it. You know, Cooper, he's a big body. They get him down there just to stop teams from really getting open lanes in the middle, in the slot. As this one's going to go all the way back to Patrick Green. Nice play. Set up by Patrick Green as they take the ice now. Center ice, Hurlburt's just going to rifle that one up to Brendan Murphy. He'll knock that one away. Now, so far, Brendan Murphy's looked very comfortable back there in between the sticks for the Stags, Dale.
I'd love to see the Ice Vols test him a little bit more. I mean, this is a high-scoring Stags team, but they also do give up a lot of goals in return. I would just love to see them test the freshman in that.
And, you know, if my notes here are correct, Brendan Murphy, again, the freshman, he's back there really making saves at an away school, too. So they must really trust him because so far, you know, he looks confident. He looks like he's a senior out there. That one will go off the skate of Frazier. As Vols will look to reset in their zone. Volunteers looking to set something up here. Nice little wraparound from Pavic. Try to get it to Connor Frazier. Frazier couldn't hold on. They'll send this one all the way back. Chris Free will get back there. along with number 6 on the Volunteers, Carter Trussler, as they fight for it up on the boards, just trying to rip it free. 7:40 to go here in the first period of play. Once again, you're watching the Tennessee Club Sports Network. We do apologize for the stream starting a little late. Like we said, that Knoxville Ice Bears game went into overtime, 4-3 with 2 minutes remaining. A rush to kind of get in here, but we're here now, and that's all that matters. You didn't miss much if you're a Tennessee fan. Now Pavic, he'll take a shot off the pads of Murphy. If you're a Stags fan, though, you missed a brilliant goal in front from Bobby Sharfstein. And it was a good one. Both Dale and I watched it. Such a talented up top right corner. I know I'm making it seem like they missed a lot over there on the stream, but good goal.
No, it was just all net and just a beautiful finish.
One of our social media team, they might have gotten it. Ooh, Getz takes a shot in center ice. Still fighting for it up on the boards now, going over to number 11, Brendan Burke for the Stags. He'll fire that one up to Duncan Stewart. Duncan Stewart, a lot of ice time for the Stags. He's another guy out there who's been making some plays, even if it's not on the score sheet. Spranklin, a guy for the Vols who's got to get going if they want to win this game. Here's Isles back from the injury, trying to sneak one in there. Still can't get it to go. Stober with it now. He'll try to find an opening. Back over to Spranklin, up top to Cooper. Watch out, he's got a rifle on him. There's the shot. Good save from Murphy. Stewart. I'm calling offsides there. Stags fans not happy with that one. But again, I was just talking about Bryce Cooper. He's a guy you do not want to take a slap shot from, even from 40 feet out. I mean, that's got to be a 100-mile-per-hour puck.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a guy, of course, a defenseman. He has a huge impact on that side. But I think his impact on the offensive zone is really underrated. I mean, he's a guy that he wants the puck to find him, but he's going to seek it out.
To face off, it's Primo for Tennessee. He had a goal last weekend against the South Carolina team. That series was such a good one. Ice Vols won that first game in overtime with a goal from Connor Frazier, 3-2. That game ended at about 1:30 a.m. And then the second game, Vols went down 5-4, but we were able to fight their way back. 5-0, but we were able to fight their way back to 5-4.
Now, in terms of that first game, as you met, I believe I remember you were on commentary for that first one. I could just hear the energy in your voice for what that overtime goal, I believe from Kyle Stober, what it meant after a gritty game like that.
And, you know, just such a good game. You're here late. You're just waiting for something to happen. When you get a goal like that just at the end of the game, you know, it just means more. Ooh, a nice little shot in front, trying to knock it in there. Primo, he scooped it up just a little too high. Went right over the head of Brendan Murphy. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's a puck, but it didn't go in the back of the net, so it doesn't matter. Stags looking to add one on to their score sheet here. Already 1-0, trying to test Patrick Green. Anthony DeFilio, he almost had one. There's another shot just left. Good save, DeFilio. His second shot of the game. Almost snuck it through the 5-hole of Green. 4:40 to go in the first period. Now again, if the Jumbotron is correct, Stags lead in shots on goal, 8-3. There's a big shot. Tommy Carroll in the game now for the Volunteers, the speedster from Marshfield, Connecticut.
Speedster indeed, and he's a guy that can make an impact at any time. He scored a 3-on-5 goal against Tampa. The Vols have the 3.
Kelly blocks a shot there from Sam Ianella. The talent looking really even. As we approach the end of this first period, there's another good block shot by the Stags. Incredible defense. Billy Larry put his body on the line. Coach has got to love that one. Making his way down the ice. It's DeFilio. DeFilio will take a shot. Scooped up by Green.
Got a nice crowd here in the Coliseum.
Yep, unlike last weekend when it was dressed up as an empty seat night, a late a week late after Halloween. We got a good crowd here. A lot of fans staying from the Ice Bears games. A lot of Vols fans, too. It's funny to see, there was a bit of a line getting in here for the Tennessee Ice Vols, something you don't see often at these late night start times. Again, the Volunteers renting the ice out from the Knoxville Ice Bears. So you're going to get games that are at that midnight hour. Schneider now in front, tries to make a move, can't sneak it past Murphy, almost gets it to go. Murphy dove out. He's playing incredible so far. He's a brick wall as Pavic tries to get one into the middle. Frazier wasn't there to receive. Coming the other way, it's Brazel. Brazel dumps it off. Bard, he took a shot, wasn't able to find anything. Poking it out of there. Schneider, can't find it. Back up to Brazel. Not a lot of fights in this game so far. Not something you often really see in ACHA hockey. So far, the Stags looking very tame and composed. Might be why they're up 1-0 right now. Not letting the tensions kind of get to them.
Not getting involved in any extracurriculars, as you call it.
Frazier with it in front. He'll try to pass it off again. It's another Stag putting his body on the line. Chase McKenna. That's the third time he's done this first period. It's like you got 6 goalies for Fairfield. Multiple players just doing stuff. As Stewart now will take a shot. Nice move. But he's robbed by Green. Duncan Stewart. Oh, that was beautiful. Would have gone on the highlight reel, maybe even the Snapchat private story. But Green, he read it like a book.
And what wonderful composure from Green there. I mean, Duncan Stewart appeared to be in a near one-on-one trying to go across goal, and Patrick Green makes a brilliant save.
2:12 to go in the first period of play. Ice Vols still looking to tie this one up. We got some flags over there now on the side. Look at that. I don't know if our camera will show that, but you got, looks like hockey sticks with jerseys on them. I wish we could get a shot of that. Someone get a shot of that. Maybe not. We might get a shot of this goal if it happens. Nope. As Ani enters a foot race now with Bobby Sharfstein. He's got the goal for the Stags. Sharfstein, oh my goodness, he's just all over the ice right now. He was on offense 1 second, and about 3 seconds later, he made his way right back to defense. You gotta love a player that can do it all. Pavic over to Carroll. Carroll will try to hold on to that one. Hatch knocks it free for Fairfield. This one will sail back towards Tennessee zone. Ice Vols on a power play right now. Luke Girardi, the freshman from Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, in the box for the Stags.
And that's a killer for the Stags, not just because you're now in a 5-on-4, but because of who's in the box. Luke Girardi, an offensive threat. It would be faster for me to say the goals that he hasn't scored in rather than, the games that he hasn't scored in rather than the games that he has.
Cooper thinks about it, takes a shot. It's scooped up by Murphy. Connor Frazier and Brendan Murphy exchanging words. Looks like it's all love down there, though. Again, you can't really discredit Murphy. He's been so good in this game. Face off one by Tennessee. Cooper with it. Thinking about it over to Isles. Isles. They sneak it over to Stober. Stober still with it. Wraps back. Dumps it back to Cooper. Cooper will take a shot, and it's saved. Surprise, surprise. Brendan Murphy once again.
And surprise, surprise, Bryce Cooper once again.
Well, Cooper, he's testing him now from back there. I don't hate that. I don't hate that call. I don't hate any of those shots. Those are all high percentage shots for Cooper. To face off for Fairfield. Not on the roster. I don't think so. He's not on. Number 2, unidentified. You know who number 2 is? Let us know. Spranklin. Trying to poke it away from the boards. Frazier sending a screen there. Over to Cooper now. Cooper over to Isles. Isles back to Cooper. Isles, he's looked good despite not playing for a little bit. Dumps it back off to Cooper. Cooper it over to Stober now. Stober at the top of the blue line. Still holding. Back over to Sprinklin. Sprinklin to Frazier now. Ref gets in the way for a second. Chase McKenna for Fairfield just trying to get it out of there. And Samuanella will send this one back. And that's going to do it for the first period of play in the books. Score after 20. It's Fairfield Stags 1. Your Tennessee Ice Vols 0. Dale, any thoughts after that first period of play?
Well, I mean, it looked like it was going to be a strong defensive start for the Ice Vols. Fairfield took a while to get settled into this game, but as you can see by the scoreboard, they have turned that around quickly, and if the Jumbotron is accurate, 9 shots to the Ice Vols 5. Definitely the game that they want to see so far.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. We've got a second period of play coming underway in about 12 minutes. We'll be right back. Well, there's that beautiful Bay Street Bridge. The banks of Knoxville, Tennessee. We've got a fun one. The Fairfield Stags have trotted their way through the Smoky Appalachian Mountains and made their way to the depths of the Knoxville Civic Coliseum to take on your Tennessee Ice Vols. Charlie Sarafian joined alongside Dale Hauser. Dale approaching that second period of play. We saw a very good Fairfield team coming out hot. Tennessee, they've got a lot on their hands so far.
Absolutely. And, we discussed before the game, we expected this to be an offensive shootout. I mean, this is an Ice Vols offense that is on fire as of late, 21 goals in their last 5 games. But on the other side of the ice, you have Fairfield, who have scored at least 2 goals in every single one of their games this season. And they've gotten on the scoreboard early, taking the lead 1-0 as we head to the second.
Absolutely. And Tennessee, again, with that 74% face-off percentage. So they're doing really good. They're doing everything right. They're winning the puck. They're getting good shots, quality looks. They've even had 2 power play opportunities. It's Brendan Murphy, though, back there for the Stags. He's a guy. It's not easy to get it past him.
Absolutely. We've been seeing shots. Bryce Cooper, for example, he has been letting them fly from the blue line. But Brendan Murphy, he's just a defensive wall back there. But you mentioned the face-offs. Absolutely agree. If the Ice Vols were majoring in face-offs, they'd be graduating with honors right now. 74% win rate so far.
Absolutely, and both teams getting set to take the ice. Lights haven't come on yet in this one. I think that Zamboni just... Oh, there they are. Okay, cool. Back to normal. Lights are on. We're going to have fun here. Patrick Green, he's played good so far, though. But, Fairfield, that very top line, it's so dangerous. That early goal on from Scharfstein for the Stags, he took that one top right corner, a beautiful shot. I think the stream missed it, unfortunately, but I can attest, it was a good goal.
Absolutely, and that's not even a knock to Patrick Green. We know what Patrick Green is capable of in that net. It's just, as you say, that top line, Duncan Stewart, Luke Girardi, Bobby,
Scharfstein.
Bobby Scharfstein, there we go. That top line is just... They're on fire lately, and the Stags capitalize.
As we get set here for the second period of play. Should be fun, and it's exciting to see. I'm wondering if Tennessee is going to be able to stay out of the penalty box. Hopefully they can, and they've got to do a better job at capitalizing, too, on those power plays. The Stags here have been really good defensively. Multiple players putting their body on the line. Chase McKenna, number 3, the junior from Massachusetts. He was a guy out there who dove in front of the puck multiple times. We're back here for the second period of play. Thank you for joining us on the Tennessee Club Sports Network. And that first 4 seconds is going to result in a whistle. And we'll get a penalty early on for the Stags right off the rip. Well, there you go for Tennessee. You're going to get another shot at it.
We were just talking about the penalties for the Ice Vols. Here we go.
Frazier to face off against Brendan Burke, the senior out of Dorchester, Massachusetts. Connor, a senior himself, hailing from Virginia. As Cooper, he'll take this one back for the Ice Vols. We were talking about it last period. Bryce Cooper has been incredible, and it's actually going to be 2 offsetting penalties here. So you're going to get Pavic in the box for Tennessee, along with Duncan Stewart. Funny enough, both wear the sweater 91. Luke Girardi now, trying to fire one in. Green's going to cover that one up. And again, so far, no fights.
Yeah, the both sides have been doing really well, keeping it clean. No extracurriculars so far from either side.
And you wonder because the Ice Vols, they love to get into it. They like to have that high intensity, high energy. But, in ACHA, you just see so many. And there was one 3 weeks ago as They'll try to get one in there. Good defense, well played. We saw one 3 weeks ago from Embry-Riddle University in Lynn. It was in Fort Lauderdale for the Battle of the Beach tournament between a couple of teams down there, and there were 12 players on Lynn University who were suspended because of a fight. That was the whole team.
I did not know about that. I might have to check that out, see if there's any footage out there of that.
Oh, there is. There is. You could find it on the Hockey House pod. It was unbelievable. I was actually there in person in Fort Lauderdale to witness it. I thought they were going to have to call the cops at some point. Sprankling with it in Fairfield zone. He'll wrap around, get it up top over to Ani. Ani will take a shot. Test Brendan Murphy. There was another one. Rebound opportunity. Couldn't find anything so far. Brendan Murphy picking up where he left off in that first period. He's been perfect. As Chase McKenna will skate back for the Stags. Up to Zach Lee. In the game now for Fairfield, it's Bobby Scharfstein, the goal scorer for the red and white. Kelly still skates with it. Up to Schneider. Schneider loses it. Has his pocket picked. And it's scooped up by Robert Turnbull. Turnbull still with it. A plethora of white and orange sweaters to knock that one away. Schneider now. He might take a crack at it. That one goes left. Again, blocked away by Murphy. Updike in the game now, the sophomore. Chases that one down, and now it will go the other way as they just try to knock it out of there. As Pavic picks it up. He's got Hurlburt in the middle. Pavic, some nifty skating moves. It's in the middle. There's a shot. Could not find it. Almost went over the red line. It was knocked away again by Murphy. Updike with it.
Pavic getting involved right immediately out of the box.
That one went right in front. Again, they still could not find it. Both teams at full strength, 5-on-5. Here's Stewart. Cannot make his way past Carter Trussler. Updike. Over to Hurlburt. Back to the Updike. With it now, tries to sneak it in there. Couldn't find it. Pushing and shoving in front, and we will get our first extracurriculars of the game as there's a dog pile on the goalie. Both players hit the ground. They're still pushing and shoving. Hurlburt's part of it. The ref puts a player in a headlock. They're still connected. Let's get a close-up shot of that, guys.
Looks like Trainer to the box for the Stags and Hurlburt to the box for the Vols.
So Fairfield's going to go on a power play here. Face-off coming in the Stag zone. Back up top to Updike. Try to get in there, Murphy. That was the first time so far he's fumbled a puck in front. The Volunteers, they have to be careful on capitalizing on those opportunities if they want to try to find something. Cooper was wide open in front. Still couldn't get his stick on it. So we'll get two offsetting power play. We'll get a 4-on-4 here for both of these teams as the refs sorted out what they were going to do, as the Volunteers still searching for that first goal. 16-12 to go in the second period of play.
And so far, it seems to be a similar story to the first period. I mean, the Vols definitely looking more comfortable than they did in the closing sequences of that first period.
As they get out of there now, here come the Stags. You know, that offense is so dangerous when they come down the ice, but know what else is dangerous? It's the man coming down the ice for the Vols right now. Sprankland takes a shot. Couldn't sneak it in there. Again, Murphy, he's a brick wall tonight. Gets in front, Isles shot, robbed! Call 911 because Tyler Isles was robbed by Brendan Murphy.
I mean, there was nobody around Tyler Isles. That's one that he would love to have back, but that was just an excellent save from Murphy right there.
Face off over in Fairfield zone. Frazier lays out a stag. Must be hunting season, and Frazier's wearing orange. Malaki, Byer, and Frazier get tangled up. So we'll get Frazier entering the penalty box. That's an interesting one. He really didn't do much. You had a stag come in there and push and shove a little bit, but that's going to be 2 men in the box for the Volunteers. Number 7, William Hurlburt. Number 14, the captain, Connor Frazier. Still in the box for the Stags, it's Lorenzo DeFilio. So we'll get 4 on 3 for about 45 seconds.
And you know, I'm sure the Ice Vols would still love to keep up that pressure, try to get that goal back in any situation that you can. But at this point, if you're down a man, I'd say you just treat the puck like it's a woolly mammoth and you're a caveman. Just hit it with your stick as hard as you can and live to fight another day.
Patch up top. That one's going to be knocked in front by Green. Puck still in front. Volunteers just looking to clear it out. Carroll does a good job at doing so. Stags with it. It's number 29, Luke Girardi, still with it. 4 on 3 action here for about 12 more seconds. And then you'll get 5 on 3. Doesn't get better for Tennessee. Back and forth, Girardi, still with it. He'll make a move inside, takes a shot. Why not? Green knocks it away. Ref jumps up onto the bench with the Stags. It's now Nate Patch with it. He'll give it back over to Malachi Byer. Volunteers now with 4 on the ice, so now it's a 5 on 4. Frazier still in the box for Tennessee. We're going to have 52 seconds of a power play in favor of the Stags. Ani trying to clear as Kelly will get to it. Can't in time, left alone, in front, shot saved by Green. They shoot, they score! Brendan Burke, the senior from Dorchester, Massachusetts. Right place, right time. Stags up by 2.
And the captain there for the Stags has goals against Delaware and Westfield, adding the Ice Vols to that list.
Things not looking good right now for the Ice Vols. Fairfield gone up 2. There's a shot knocked away. Oh, that one almost found its way past Brendan Murphy. That was the Volunteers' best chance so far in this game. Cooper with it in the middle. Sprankland takes a hit. Oh, goodness. I cannot believe he just got up from that. He will feel that one tomorrow at the football game if he wakes up for it. Oh, Sprankland just got rocked. The Volunteers, they're asking for a penalty. That was a dangerous hit, but Sprankland, oh, he took it like a champ. Dale, that's why I don't play anymore.
Yeah, that was a scary hit to see right there. I'm very thankful to see him get up from that, make his way to the bench, because Sprankland, he's just an important part of this offense. He's not the guy you want to see on the end of those.
Cooper back over to Carroll. Hurlburt with it behind the net. Up top to Updike, now to Cooper. Cooper back to Updike, Getz. Here's Hurlburt, he'll shoot one. The defense is smothering for Fairfield. Updike gets it in there. There's a shot. Knocked away again. Cooper with it. They try to get it over to Carroll. Poked away, though, by Devin Bard. Just when you think you have an open lane, it's covered up by red jerseys. Updike, he'll try one again. Oh, just right. Murphy, again, he's gotten lucky so far, but I don't want to call it luck. This guy is one of the most skilled goalies I've seen in ACHA so far. Cooper, again, still with it. Pestered by a couple of Stags.
A lengthy offensive possession here for the Vols.
You know, they've had a lot of good looks. They just have not been able to capitalize. That's been the story of the game. Here's Carroll. Shot. Glove save. And the play ends with guess who? Brendan Murphy. This guy's pretty good. I bet he's played before. Vols still looking for it. Braden Graham over to Hurlbert. Still cannot find it, and that puck's going to glide all the way back towards the zone of Tennessee.
Finally out of that defensive zone. Ice Vols disappointed they couldn't make something happen with all that time in the offense.
Puck being played back behind the zone of Tennessee. Oakley up top to Graham. Back to Graham. Fires a shot. Saved again. Graham still tries to get it in there, and Murphy will cover that one up. And once again, some chit-chatting over there in the Stag zone.
And the freshman goalie for the Stags, you would think he's a seasoned vet. Even with the spill in front of the net, he's able to keep his composure and eventually find it and freeze it.
Frazier to face off in Fairfield zone. 11:06 to go in this game. Make sure to come out and support Tennessee on Sunday for Veteran Appreciation Day. The Vols will be rocking those new military-style jerseys, beautiful threads, amazing sweaters. If you want to go check them out on Tennessee Hockey's Instagram, one of the cleanest kits I've seen.
I always love the uniforms that the Ice Vols have come up with.
Face-off won by the Stags. They're up 2-0 in this game, looking for 3. Samuel Nalea gets it up the ice. Multiple bodies in front. Ianella, number 8 for the Stags. He's been in front of Patrick Green all night, setting those screens, making it very hard for Green to track that puck. Ianella still with it. Back behind over to DeFilio. Patch. Oh, Patch lays out an ice ball right in front of the Stag bench. Schneider took a shot, and not the fun kind. Although they both had the same result. He ended up on his feet. Refs are going to talk things over here. Looks like it's going to result in a face-off in the Fairfield zone. Won by Spranklin. Up to Getz. We'll get a call here. I believe that's going to send Luke Girardi, the freshman for the Stags, into the penalty box. Or not. And we got some angry Vols parents not happy with the call. Oh, it's going to be Tyler Isles going to the penalty box. Did not see that one coming. I see why they're upset now.
I believe that's his second trip to the box this game.
And face off. One by the Stags. It's Zach Lee with it. They'll get it up to number 11. Brendan Burke. Burke. Down low to Stewart. Pad save from Green. Fairfield 5-on-4 advantage. Looking to get one in the back of the net, make it 3. Zach Lee, nice move. Poked away by Green. Good poke check, and that one's going to be cleared by Cooper. Foot race for it. Updike, he's going to try to go for a shorthanded one. The Vols love attempting to do that. But in this situation, you got to be careful, but you also got to be aggressive. 9:30 to go in this one, but these minutes, they go by fast. You're down 2. Stewart with it, dumps it off. Brendan Burke. Burke up top with it, still gets it back. Chase McKenna to his right as McKenna will pick it up. McKenna will fire one, far left. Burke. Back over to Girardi. Stewart with it, back behind Green, over to Girardi again. Burke will control. Calling for it is McKenna. Burke skating around, back to Stewart. Stewart makes a move. He'll continue to hold on to it. Stewart might take this one himself. Drags, pauses, doesn't fire. Intercepted by Getz, and he'll clear this one. Good defense for the Ice Vols. The fans are loving it. James gets a heads-up play.
It looked like the Stags were just waiting for the perfect opportunity to arise for a shot. It just didn't happen. They were controlling the puck with no desire to put it on frame.
This is the longest non-whistle of my life. Trussler defending for Tennessee. Now the Vols are at full strength. Stewart tries to hold on to it, still can't hold on. And that one's going to sail all the way around the rink and make its way back to right where it started. Hurlburt off to Ani, back to Hurlburt. Hurlburt, nice moves. He's able to stay on his feet. Hurlburt gets it back. He is everywhere tonight on the ice for the Vols. Carroll. Back up to Ani. Carroll with it down to Hurlburt. Hurlburt will lose it. And now the Stags will clear. Kelly keeps it in Fairfield zone. There's a big hit. There's a shot. They still can't get it in there. Frazier now. He'll find this one, and it's going to go over to Green. He's going to cover it up and give them a break. Wow, what a period. But we're going to go down to our sideline reporter, Aubrey Anderson. Aubrey, what do you got for us down there?
Thank you so much, guys. I know you can't see me, but I am down here right next to the ice. This is Aubrey Anderson. We may be down 2-0 to Fairfield, but tonight is a night of excitement and achievements. First of all, the Vols hosted the women's club hockey team tonight and had a ceremonial puck drop in their honor that was really special. And you guys have mentioned that we see Tyler Isles out on the ice tonight after missing last weekend with an unknown injury, and he looks fantastic. He's having a very good night tonight. And then most excitingly, the Ice Vols have officially cracked the top 5 for their division, the Southeast ACHA men's division. So we should see a pretty evenly well match and more exciting hockey to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Aubrey. As Tennessee, yes, moving up in the rankings. That was exciting to see as the power rankings came out for ACHA and all that Southeastern Conference. Such a talented room of teams. You have so much skill, so much high-level hockey being played, and, you know, those conference alignments a little weird. You know, you got Penn State, Michigan, both in the Southeastern Conference.
So much depth in the conference as well, and as you mentioned, top-heavy talent. It's almost like the SEC in just about any sport.
Maybe not this year. It's been a bit of a bloodbath. Haven't been doing well in FanDuel, I'll tell you that. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for saying that. Havoc in center ice defending. 5:40 to go here in this period. Again, shots evened up. However, the Stags still lead 2-0. And, you know, just looking at the rankings in ACHA, I want to take a, look over at the men's one, the men's one division rankings. Is you got Niagara University at the top of the totem pole, the best team in college club hockey this year. Followed closely, though, by Ohio State, Minoit State University, Calvin, and, Liberty. So a lot of talent. You also see UNLV at that 8th spot. Now, UNLV, an infamous college club hockey team, taking down the University of Denver. Get this, NCAA Division I college team. That's how much club hockey's been growing. You had a club hockey team take down a reigning national NCAA champion.
Yeah, and head coach Drew King has said that he loves the competition that this level of hockey offers, and I think that's just proof of that.
Head coach Drew King, College Hockey South Coach of the Year for the 2024-2025 season. Such a talented mind. He also suits up for the Ice Bears sometimes, too. We talked about it last stream. It was about a month ago where he got the call 6 hours before puck drop that he'd be playing for the Knoxville Ice Bears, and get this, he scored. First goal of the game. Tennessee looking for their first goal of the game here with 4:40 to go in the second. Stags knocking on the door. Right in front. Oh, dangerous look. That one went just right. That shot was rifled in there. Anthony DeFilio, he had a wide open lane. Wasn't able to put it in the back of the net. We'll get a whistle. Oh, Patrick Green's happy about that one.
Certainly. It looked like Luke Girardi maybe was the one that came up with the puck. That is the last guy you want to see right in front of the frame.
Face-off coming in Tennessee zone now. Sprinkling to go up against Brendan Burke. Control now. Here come the Vols looking to make a push. Isles on that right side. He's got Stober too. They try to find Isles in the middle. Now if you're the Vols, you gotta wake up here. Find the back of the net. So far they have not been able to get anything to go. Isles trying to change that. Behind the back. Close but no cigar. We'll get another whistle. Face-off coming in Tennessee zone now. We'll get some fresh legs out there on the ice. Tommy Carroll, the sophomore, joined alongside William Herbert, Dylan Updike. Face-off won by Tommy Carroll. Loses it quickly, though. There's a shot knocked away. Good heads-up play from Patrick Green to get that one out of there. Cooper being defended by Heslin. Now Getz. He'll get it up to Updike. Miscommunication, though. It's stolen back by the Stags. Getz will let that one sail up across the boards. Stags will reset here defensively. Back over to Getz. In front. Opportunity. They can't finish. Herbert had the puck on his stick. A backhand. But it looks like Murphy was able to stop that puck from going past that red line.
I'm in shock right now that we are not seeing goal celebrations from the Ice Vols. How on earth did that one stay out?
So we'll get a slashing call on Patrick Heslin. He'll go to the penalty box. He goes to the wrong penalty box, though. Now he found the right one. There you go. These guys are getting hit out there. Yeah. Do a little concussion checks.
The extracurriculars are taking their toll.
Get that flashlight moving in front of the eyes, Face-off won by the Stags. They're just going to clear that one. So Tennessee, yet another power play opportunity. We'll see if they can get anything done with this one. Here they go. V formation, like the Mighty Ducks. Isles. They try to sneak one back over to Stober. Gets the puck. Holds on to it, dumps it back to Cooper. Cooper so careful with the stick work in the middle. Spranklin, he couldn't hold on to it. Isles will pick it up though, wrap us around. He's got Stober in front. There you go. Murphy Dofrick in front, wide open, alone, saved, Green.
And as we talk about the heroic goaltending on one end, Patrick Green comes up huge on the other.
It's never too late to step up. The president of this Tennessee hockey program, between the sticks for the Volunteers, Patrick Green. What a save. Schneider looking to save this one. Bobby Scharstein, he had it. Falls down 2. There's still time and there's still a chance for them to come back. There's another shot just left. Patrick Heslin tried it. That puck will trickle back over to Fairfield zone. Time one's down in the second period. We still have yet to see the Ice Vols find the back of the net in this game.
30 seconds left in the period, and clock strikes 12. Midnight arrives.
In front, wide open, alone. Oh, another look. They are absolutely teasing us up here. The Ice Vols just cannot find the back of the net, and that's been the story of the game. Free with it, and that one's covered up, pushed away.
Well, what a second period there. Fairfield doubles their lead. Going into the final 20 minutes, we'll see what Drew King can cook up to try to get the Vols back in it.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and ask our sideline reporter, Aubrey Anderson. Aubrey, what do you have down there?
Thank you so much, guys. Along with all the excitement we've got here tonight, there could be a little bit of competition brewing as well. It's important to know that Drew King is actually second overall all-time points for this Ice Vols franchise. He had 118 points in, I think it was 94 games played. And Connor Frazier, his captain, is actually 5th overall currently in his senior season. They only have less than a % difference between them, and Connor's been sharp all season, so keep an eye out on him to see if he racks up some more points and maybe takes a stab at that scoring record. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Aubrey. What a period of play that was. It's time for something special. It's the second period food review. So we'll ask our producer here, Sawyer or John. Do you know what this is?
Banana pudding from Redbud Kitchen.
So we got banana pudding from where?
Redbud Kitchen.
Redbud?
Kitchen.
So banana pudding from Red Bud Kitchen. So it's a new segment we're doing. We're trying some of this. Dale, I don't know about this. What do you think? You excited? Oh, look at that.
I have never seen banana pudding from Red Bud. I can tell it's banana flavored. There's that.
I gotta say, this game,
I'd give that a solid 9. Like that was pretty good. And I'm not a big dessert guy, full honesty, but that was incredible.
Yeah, you know, me myself, I'm not the biggest dessert guy, but that was very good. And you know, guys, we're not sponsored by them. We're really not. You want to try some, John? John, get over here. One of our other producers, John Hanson, Vice President of Tennessee Club Sports Network. Take a fork. Let's see what John thinks of this one.
Six.
Oh, he didn't like it.
Get it. He's done. He's gone.
He's gone. Guys, this is really good banana pudding. So once again, the banana pudding from Red Bud Kitchen in Knoxville. If you guys are interested, go ahead and talk in the comments. We'll list where it is. I'm going to go ahead and get another bite of this. Dale, you want another one?
Yeah, let me get one more.
I'm just going to go from the fork. I don't care if you double dip, Dale. Don't worry.
Yeah, let me just.
I don't have germs, I swear. I haven't been kissing anyone, I'll tell you that. All right, hold on. Shoot.
Charlie, send it.
Hold on.
Glad to be a part of this segment.
It's my favorite segment. Well, Hope you guys enjoyed that. I know we did. Don't go any. High 40s. Beautiful shot of downtown Gay Street Bridge. We're back. I think the light went out, but this is a fun one. And now again, look, Dale, Tennessee, they've got to do a better job at getting back into it. But I'll tell you who has to do a better job at doing something. It's our producer, John Hanson. John, why don't you step in here? So while we were gone, John went ahead and finished. Get in frame, John. Come on. John went ahead and finished the whole banana pudding, and he has something to say.
I apologize for giving the pudding such a bad rating.
You know, he just didn't try all of it. He had a couple more bites. He actually really liked it.
It was really, really good, and if I had to give it a rating out of 10, probably 100 out of 10. I don't think I've ever tasted anything better in my life. It was absolutely splendid.
All right, get out of here. Cool. Well, there you have it. John Hanson loved the pudding. 10 out of 10.
Definitely seems like a much more appropriate rating than a 6, at least in my opinion.
In my opinion, for sure. You know, that was really good. I'm going to have to go back and get another one of those myself. Red Bud Kitchen. Beautiful pudding. We've got an interview down on the ice. It's Aubrey Anderson with what looks like to be a couple of fans. And actually, you know what? I believe it's the women's ice hockey team. Aubrey, what do you got for us?
Thank you so much, Charlie. Yes, definitely not fans here. I actually am here with the president and captain of our women's club hockey team. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Kat Garabedian. And I'm Emma Dempsey.
All right, and what brought you guys out here tonight?
So the men's team, they invited us to do a puck drop, and we had a really good time with it. Great way for us to get our name out there. Our program's only about 2 years old now, so we'll take every chance we can get to kind of get our names out and get more fan base.
And what did this puck drop and the communication that you had with the men's team mean to you guys as a group?
Well, obviously we're all Tennessee hockey together, and we really want to be cohesive in a unit and work with the fan base to get more fans at our games.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
2-0 lead for Fairfield.
And that is goal number 12 on the season for Luke Girardi in 12 different games. Just an offensive threat, proves it yet again.
Unbelievable. The crowd is silenced here, and not because it's midnight, but because the Tennessee Ice Vols have found their way into a 3-0 deficit.
Now, Drew King going to have to make some quick adjustments here. Went into the intermission down 2-0, quickly finds themselves with an extra goal to come back from. We'll see what happens here.
Sprankling gets it up the aisles. If you're the Ice Vols, you got 19 minutes left, but you have to start getting some goals here because it is not looking good. Tennessee leading the way as far as shots on goal. And you know, if you're the Ice Vols, if you've been watching this whole game, so many good looks, but it's just been not being able to capitalize. If you're Tennessee, you had multiple looks in front. That puck has just been hovering over that red line so many times. But Brendan Murphy is back there for the Stags. If you've been watching this game, he's been incredible.
Yeah, and you know, if you had told me 3 days ago that I'd be spending my Friday night watching a group of guys take 28 shots, I would wonder which fraternity house I stumbled into. But we are here at the Coliseum where the Vols are shot heavy, but can't find the back of the net.
You know, that sounds pretty fun. I'd like to go check that out, Dale. There's a shot in front. Can't sneak it in there. Another one. Brendan Murphy, again, not letting anything by as the Stags coming the other way. Here comes Lorenzo DeFilio. Had an open man. He wasn't able to get it in there. Samuelella, he skated right into that right post of Green. Couldn't hold on to the puck. Again, that could have been dangerous if you're the Ice Vols. Coming the other way now. You can check that one out on the volunteer channels. They've had the full coverage of that parade. Amazing showing. Grayson Thatcher, Alexa Durbin on the call for that one.
A lot of fun events this weekend. I believe it is Parents Weekend, but a lot of stuff going on. Hopefully, people are actually spelling. Absolutely. I mean, you see it all the time. I mean, I could just chalk it up to a simple mistake, but it's definitely one you absolutely should not make.
Yeah, I know it's, hard making those floats. You got a lot of little things that go on the thing. I really don't know what it is, but it's a lot of work that goes into it. However, whoever messed that up, obviously, they may have needed a little more work on that one. I'll tell you who needs a little more work now. It's Tennessee. They've got a lot of work to make up, a lot of ground to cover, down 3 goals, 16-12 to go. It's not impossible. We saw them come back, almost beat South Carolina, almost tied that one up 5-4. So they've scored 4 goals in a period before. It's definitely doable. Will it happen here? Only time will tell. On E, he'll take a shot. Dangerous deflection. Looks like Pavic had a stick on it. He just couldn't angle it correctly down into the back of the net. We got a face-off over in center ice, just on that right hash mark. It's now desperation for the Vols. Frazier tries to get in there. That one's going to be covered up by Brendan Murphy. I feel like we've said his name so many times tonight, Dale. Murphy, the freshman, hailing all the way from West Hartford, Connecticut. They got a lot of hockey up there, so no surprise that this kid knows what to do.
We have definitely said his name a lot tonight. I feel like I might see number 32 in my dreams when I go to sleep.
I hope I don't. That would be a little weird. Wouldn't be the first time I've seen hockey players in my dreams before, though. You study a lot of notes as a commentator. Connor Frazier with it. He was in my dreams the other night after that overtime goal. I mean, quite frankly, because I was half asleep at 1 a.m. calling club college hockey until he scored that and woke up. Here's a shot here. Good save by Green. Luke Girardi, he snuck down. Creeped past some Tennessee defenders. Couldn't get in the back of the net. And talking about dreams, that banana pudding's going to be in my dreams later. Right, John?
He just gave us a thumbs up.
No. It's going to be in John's. John's going to be in my nightmares. Face-off coming in center ice here. Spranklin. Face-off for Tennessee. It's going to be won by the Stags. Tracking that one back down, it's Nate Patch. Dale, if you're Drew King, what do you tell your guys in that second period intermission? Maybe try to wake them up. I mean, Stags, they've got one going here in this third, but maybe call a timeout soon and talk things over. What would you do?
I mean, you have a recent example of your team not giving up in the third. I mean, I believe it was all 4 goals in that third period. You have these examples of, guys, we've already done this. Let's do it again.
We're going to go down to our sideline reporter, Aubrey Anderson.
All right, thank you guys again. Something to look forward to is next Sunday is, in fact, Military Appreciation Night here at the Coliseum. The Ice Vols will be hosting. They'll have a ceremonial puck drop for a Lieutenant Colonel alumni, and then also it's going to be a very emotional, important night considering one of the freshman defensemen, Finn DeStefano, is planning to serve 8 years straight after graduation as part of scholarship money. So that's really cool for him, and we'll look forward to hopefully hearing from him next week. Thank you.
Tennessee almost finds the back of the net. And now some fighting in front. How do you not put that one away? A heartbreak for the Vols.
Just when you think you've seen every possible way that the Vols do not come up with a goal, another one happens. That got to be frustrating, especially this late in the game.
And all you can really do is give a hug to your goalie. I mean, everyone going over there showing Brendan Murphy a little bit of love. Hurlburt wins the faceoff for the Ice Vols. Carroll gets over to Updike. Updike trying to get in the corner. Again, the defense is just so good. Billy Leary, he took that one to the shaft right in front of Brendan Murphy. Because Carroll, Stags coming the other way. Updike trying to get it wide open in front. There's a shot. Oh, and Tennessee returns the favor. Carroll slid in and said hello, almost like a soccer tackle. Oh, no. Someone falls over. Anthony DeFilio. What a look for the Vols once again. Gets with it for Tennessee. In the middle, looking for Trussler. Couldn't really keep the stick on it. Primo in there now. Volunteers just looking for some sort of offense. The Stags, though, as we'll get an offsides called. Oh, and now again some more pushing and maybe some shoving. And I'm not sure what that was about. James Getz, I don't think he liked what maybe number 9, Zach Lee, said to him. Might have been some words down there. Players aren't mic'd up, though.
Probably not a bad thing that they aren't mic'd up.
You know, I don't think this video would stay up on YouTube if they were mic'd up. Might have to set that setting to no kids. Face off one by the Vols. There's a shot. That one's going to be a routine save for Brendan Murphy. He makes that one with his eyes closed. And that one goes flying in the air, and Brendan Murphy will watch that one go right over his head.
The routine saves, the acrobatic saves, all the same for Brendan Murphy in net. He is shutting them down right now. Even the U.S. government would be proud of that shutdown.
Producers saying we can't talk about it, but overruled. Frazier. He'll lose that face-off. Stags the other way. There's a big hit in front. Pavic will get that puck, wrap around. Gets it up to Cooper. Cooper will flick that one all the way over to Getz. Again, lots of red sweaters in front of the way for Tennessee. It's going to be hard to get one in the back of the net. Wide open in front. Another shot. They can't finish. Oh, if you're a Tennessee Ice Vols fan, this might be one of the hardest things to watch.
I mean, you see these plays developing, and you're thinking to yourself, this is the one that has to go in, and it's just not happening.
You know, I've thought so many times to myself, it's got to happen. It's got to be this one. That's a good look. And again, I keep saying it's one of the better looks of the game. That look right there, you got a wide open guy right in front of the net. You just can't get it past the goalie. Spranklin. Down low, they shoot, they score! What a deflection! Volunteers get something going.
And what a return for Tyler Isles right there, breaking the scoring drought for the Tennessee Volunteers. Could this be the start of a similar comeback that we saw against South Carolina? Hopefully, they actually complete it this time.
And you know, that's got to bring some life into this Tennessee team with 11:20 to go in the third period of play. It's late here, now 12:30 in downtown Knoxville. 3-1 hockey game. So the Volunteers trying to creep back into this one. Like Dale just said, they have it in them. Out of thin air, Patrick Green.
And not just the first effort from Anthony DeFilio there, but Bobby Sharfstein, he was on that weak side looking to add to his goal total today.
Here's Carroll. Lose that face-off. Just trying to get it out of that zone. You got to be careful. The Stags are dangerous when that puck is right in the middle. And Updike comes away with it. 10:20 to go. Updike tried to swim past the defender. Got caught up on him. Here's a look in front. Carroll tries to knock it in there. Backhand. Didn't have the angle. In front, there's another shot. It's going to be blocked away. Stags doing a good job at really hovering over that middle, helping out Brendan Murphy. Hurlburt down to Carroll, loses it. Stags control. Now they'll make their way down the ice. DeFilio loses it to Hurlburt. Hurlburt to Updike. We'll send this one across the boards. Primo there. Clean up for the Ice Vols. That one goes through the legs of Updike. And the Stags are going to try to develop something on offense. Back up to McKenna. McKenna gets it back down low over to Yanella. Now puck in the hands, number 20 for the Vols, Brendan Graham. There's a shot on target. Couldn't get it by Murphy. To Oakley now. Now back over to Graham. Graham will lose it. And the Stags, they've got numbers. Pausing, nice move, in front, wraparound, save, Patrick Green. Beautifully set up. It was a good effort by the Stags. Tennessee, they've waken up a little bit on defense here. They know it's important. Now here's Graham, trying to make a move. Oakley picks it up, tries the backhand, not there. Deflection opportunity, Graham couldn't get the stick on it. 8:40 to go in the third period of play. Tennessee down 2 goals. They need to find the back of the net twice if they want to send this to an overtime. Brendan Burke. Pass intended for number 15, Nate Patch. Patch will skate back with it. Schneider on his tail. Chris Kelly will receive it now for the Vols. We'll get a line change here for the Stags. Some fresh legs out there on the ice. Both teams starting to feel fatigue as it sets in. The Vols a little bit of life now after that goal from Tyler Isles, the deflection pass that found its way just through the cracks of a net that's been guarded by Brendan Murphy all night, and he's been so good. Chris Kelly with it. He'll try to take a shot. Pad save from Murphy. Over to Frazier. Pavic. Oh, he lays out Nate Patch on the boards. Now a nice little 2-2 pass touch. As here come the Stags. There's a shot. Green, he was able to get a glove on in. Knocked that one to the left. Stags still have an opportunity. It's Stewart. Stewart drags, spins, shot, saved. Opportunity for a rebound. There's another hit in front. Pavic. Good defense there from Tennessee. Spranklin with it now. Over to Isles. Isles, what do you got?
Feel might be broken on this Stags defense.
Mitchell Spranklin with the assist on that play. The Vols, they're starting to find their groove. It came late, but better late than never. Cooper, back to Spranklin. Spranklin, looking, middle, Isles. Oh, would have been a hat trick if he got a stick on it. Cooper will chase this one down the other way. Pad save from Green. Cooper with it. In front, intercepted almost. Tennessee, they got to be careful here. Back over to Getz. Now to Updike. Carroll Hurlburt chasing it in. They'll try to find something in the middle. Carroll waiting, paused. Murphy covering all of that net. So 3-2 hockey game. Ice Vols down by 1 here. 5:46 to go in the third period. What was once a boring game has now become a nail-biter. Tennessee will try to creep their way back into this game. There's a reason they call them the comeback kids. Nobody actually calls them that. I just made it up. But they do have a record of coming back. Here's Carroll. Makes a move. Still has the puck. Oh, he just couldn't hold on to it. Now Ani will intercept that one right by the blue line. Ani waits. Ice Vols will get some fresh legs out there on the ice themselves. Primo skating in there along with Graham. Now we'll go back to Kelly.
Ice Vols need to make sure that they're still doing the right things here. Just because you've gotten 2 in a row, you can't ignore the small details because this is still a skilled Fairfield squad.
Primo skating with a lot of red jerseys in his way. For the Ice Vols, you got to get bodies down there. And Dale, you got to also start thinking, if you're head coach Drew King, if it's still 3-2 and you don't score soon, Patrick Green, he's going to have to make his way over to the bench. You might have to get an extra man out there.
Yeah, as it starts winding down in those final 90 seconds, you're going to think about it more and more, getting that extra attacker out on the ice.
And I think 250, that might be when they pull him. We'll see if I'm accurate. It could even be earlier. But with the rate Tennessee's playing, I think Drew King's going to wait a second here. Over to Cooper. Cooper makes a move. Still with it. Nobody was there to receive. But you're going to have to get back on defense if you're Tennessee. Stewart all alone coming the other way. Refs letting the boys play, not calling anything. We'll see if they pull him. I don't think they're going to do it just yet. You've still got some time. They've pieced together some signs of life on offense. This one's going to go back towards Jack Ani. He'll pick it up. Ice Vols will look to reset, get some other legs out there. Maybe some of your offensive players. Pavic skating with it. 3:23 to go in this one. Dangerous pass. Stewart. He'll come down. He's got a man in the middle. Well defended by Kelly. Stewart skating with it. Pauses. Picked up by number 29, Luke Girardi. Time winding down, 3 to go now. Stags with it in the zone, so sprinkling the other way. Loses it in center ice, good defense, and stolen by Bobby Sharfstein. He had that first goal in tonight's game for Fairfield. Kelly up to Spranklin. Spranklin to Isles. Isles can't hold on, gets it back. Now over to Stober. You just got to keep the puck in Fairfield's zone if you're the Ice Vols. Stags skating up the ice now. You got to start to think now. Green might come back to the bench any second when they start to get the offense settled over on the other side of the ice. Stober now loses it in front. And that one again will trickle back all the way over towards Tennessee's zone. Picked up by James Getz.
You can see Green taking glances over at that bench while the Vols have it in their offensive zone.
1:52 to go in the third period. Time winding down. If you're the Ice Vols, you got to go now. Updike. He'll lose it. And now Cooper will pick it up for the Tennessee Volunteers. 1:35 now. Hurlbert skates inside. Over to Cooper. Bryce Cooper. Up to Carroll. Hurlbert and Updike there to pick this one up for the Vols. Updike with it. Loses it for a second. Green, he's still back there for Tennessee. So Drew King not making the call yet. He wants some more energy in his team. You can see him though over on the sideline begging for it. Ice Vols begging for another goal here. As now we're approaching 1 minute to play in the third period. A minute left in regulation. Green. He's waiting for the call. He hasn't got it yet. Drew King signaling him off. Stag coming the other way. 44 seconds. Kelly, he'll pick it up. I imagine this is where you pull him. Here you go. Here he goes. Patrick Green is off the ice now. 6-on-5 advantage for the Volunteers. It was later than traditionally is now the Stags looking to put in the dagger of this game. Ice Vols get back defensively. 20 seconds to go. You need something here. Frazier with the puck. He's the guy you want in front, and they can't get it to go. And this one's going to sail back. Just missed the goal. 10 seconds We'll get an icing and a face-off coming up. That does not get any closer, ladies and gentlemen.
If that net was even 3 inches over to the right, we would be having that insurance goal from Fairfield, and these last 10 seconds would be just a formality. Instead, we have an offensive zone face-off for the Vols. One last chance to get that tying goal.
Timeout called here. It's going to be called by Tennessee. Head coach Drew King, he's going to draw something up. Oh, my goodness. Chills.
Well, I'm sure head coach Drew King would have loved to get that 6th attacker out there sooner.
Yeah, I really thought he was going to pull him sooner, but just with the sake of the game, the flow of, how Tennessee had the puck, Fairfield, they just had way too many time of possession minutes. It's getting late. Franklin, look for Isles. Just find that open lane. We'll see who's on the ice here right now. So you got Cooper back. That's perfect. That's what you need back there to facilitate it.
I was just about to say, Cooper can also be that slap shot option as we've seen. Let's see what happens.
Frazier to face off. They don't get it, but Cooper now controls. 4 seconds to go.
Another comeback falls just short for the Ice Vols. Devastating stuff to see here at the Coliseum.
If you're a Stags fan, congratulations. You have a good team on your hands. What a game here for the Stags. MVP of the game, it's got to be number 32 in the red sweater, Brendan Murphy.
Absolutely. Probably the most common name that we said on this broadcast tonight. He was all over the place. Routine, acrobatic saves alike. Just absolute amazing performance. Yeah.
Well, we're going to go down to the ice one last time with Aubrey Anderson. Aubrey, what do you got for us down there?
Thank you guys so much. I know it's late, not the end that we want to see here, but on a more positive note, I'm here with very special guest. This is Mitchell Spranklin's girlfriend. Do you want to give us your name?
Kendall Thacker.
And what was your favorite moment from tonight?
From tonight, I really just love watching Mitchell. He's very fast as a player. I don't know much about hockey, but I'm always here to be a supportive girlfriend, so.
Did you see the Fairfield scratch get hit in the face with the puck?
I did see him get hit in the face with the puck.
Oh, on another question, obviously we know what Mitchell is like on the ice, but what's he like off the ice?
Very kind, hard worker. He is always working towards his goals, and he's the best person ever. I love him.
And as the most influential person in his life, as you should be, what advice do you have going into this next game next weekend?
Work hard. Obviously, I don't know a lot about hockey, so I can't give that much advice, but he's a hard worker. He'll lock in 100%.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys.
That's awesome, guys. That was beautiful. I can't wait to go back home to my girlfriend. Just kidding. I don't have one. Dale?
And we love Mitchell Spranklin, too, over here.
Yeah, and like she said, a very fast skater. He actually won the College Hockey South fastest skater of the All-Star game back in Clarksville, Tennessee. So, she's right. This is a guy who can get from one side of the ice to the other. I was actually there with John Hanson to see him. Tennessee is very lucky to have a guy like that. What a game, though. Just heartbreak for the Ice Vols. Almost came away with it in the end. What a comeback they kind of pieced together there.
Absolutely. It was so exciting to see them come alive in the third period. They suffered that early goal. I believe it was with roughly 19 minutes remaining. You thought maybe that would be the backbreaker, but the Ice Vols, they just showed no signs of quitting them. And although they couldn't get it done, it was a good last 15 minutes of effort from that squad.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this presentation of Tennessee hockey here on the Tennessee Club Sports Network. Once again, Charlie Sarafian, Dale Hauser. I want to thank our producers, John Hanson, Sawyer, Stacy, Witt, Maxwell. Folks, get home safe, although you're probably already home if you're watching this. But get to bed safe, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. We'll see you back here on Sunday. Good night.